haven't written anything yet about a possible charade with the guys yet. Um, but just thinking what I said, my need for strength and masculinity, it kind of reminded me of I guess the angel of masculinity and angel of strength, and it is weird how I haven't been able to sit on, like, if a client comes, a lot of them aren't my type. A lot of them are like just too old for me, and they know it, and we're not right and stuff. There's a lot of Asians as well. I don't. I do sometimes, because Asian doesn't mean you're Muslim. There's a difference between an Asian and a Muslim. If when it comes to Muslims, I wouldn't want to tell them about my religion. I feel like if they're a Muslim, they've accepted things that I don't believe in, and I think the Muslim religion is extremely backwards, whereas Christians is mixed is lies mixed with truth. Um, and so if someone tells me I'm Muslim, I wouldn't want to tell them really about me. But there's a lot of Asian people that I do talk to, but yeah, there's not many people that I can, if I like them and want to hang out with them, like it hasn't happened that many times, but I find that within a short time it just turns into them wanting more and stuff. So I can't work it. But there's this one friend who I've been all places, quite a lot of places with the Blue concert and a few other places. I think actually I remember his name, Nick Nicholas, because the first film that we ever saw together, I didn't know his name, and then we went to go see this film, and it happened to be about the Saint Nick, who was like Santa Claus, who started, I don't know, killing people in vicious ways and stuff. And that's how I actually remember his name, by remembering that film and being like, "What's his name? Oh, that's Nick. That's it, Nicholas." But yeah, he actually reminds me of. He looks a little bit like well, the Weekend guy, who's I can't remember, Abel something. I'm sure his name is Abel, um, but yeah, that's the angel of strength. So it's interesting how I said I need, and then I'm thinking maybe me saying this is maybe he's picked up on something, because I know I can sit on a sofa with him and he's never tried it on, which has always been a bit weird. I mean, I don't really. I do like him. I do like him, definitely do like him, but I feel like his Christian traits are reasons why I don't like him. But it seems weird how he knows that I don't, I'm not. I don't know if he's watching my videos. I don't know. But I don't know. I think he wanted to meet up this weekend, and I don't know if I will, because I don't know how. These things, I don't know how long it lasts for. When I start feeling paralyzed, it could be 10 minutes, or it could be 10 hours. I really don't have no idea how long it lasts for. Uh, but yeah, it's. I always found it strange how he's never tried it on with me or something. But I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the angel of strength is the Weekend guy basically, but he's also the angel of weakness as well. And that there's good and bad in both weakness and in both strength. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd say that, um, and I don't know what else to say. With the Sam Smith guy, there's lots of different types of gay people, and just like there's lots of different types of Jesuses, and the female Jesuses. I feel like he can represent all of them, both good and bad. I feel like most people would see him as someone who's was good, and then is suddenly turned into sort of like perverted version of Sam. I think that's how people are seeing him now. But yeah, I don't see that. God lives outside time, hence I've forgotten all the songs that he did. And I know I followed them and listened to them, and then I kind of was just going through. I don't think I've put all of them in order in the playlist yet, but sometimes it's if you like a lot of songs, it's sometimes hard to actually put it in an order. And I haven't really been listening to him like that many times. Like, I don't know. I've been following him, yes, but I've been following a lot of people, so I it's harder to put your 10th favorite song and your 11th favorite song. It's harder to actually put them in order, and often they change, and you might like one song more 1 minute because it relates to your week or something. So it's hard to put songs in order of, and I don't think I've done a very good job. I haven't ordered it finished yet. I'm a bit tired right now. But yeah, with his songs, there seems to be a mixture of, um, pure love versus something that's a bit sick versus something that seems fake. And but sometimes there is some just interesting, I do like kind of cross dressers, like because it's different. I think if the whole world was a cross dresser, suddenly cross dressing wouldn't be different; it would just be normal. But I like confidence. That's really one. When it comes to cross dressers, it's not the cross dressing that I actually like, because I do like, you know, I like partners where you can tell the difference between the male and the female. I think those couples like that are very good. Um, but it's also good to be quite similar as well. So that's also very good. Um, and then there's some that, I like confidence, and I feel like a guy who can dress as a woman or vice versa. It shows confidence. And yeah, I think when I see a guy in drag, it's not a guy in drag that I'm attracted to. It's a guy in drag who's confident at what they do and love what they do. I do love people who love themselves. I'm thinking about Rylan a bit, because I know he has a lot of confidence and arrogance. I don't know if it's actual confidence and actual arrogance, but it comes across as a bit like that. But then, I'm thinking, because there's a lot of people that I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like Rylan because of his strong belief in himself. But I don't know if it's actual belief or if that's just actually how it just comes off. But I feel like if you want to be a god, you have to love yourself. You have to think that you're not necessarily think you're the best, but you have to love yourself, because part of being a god means you have to try and get your people to know you, to believe that you're Christ. And the only way you can get people to believe that you're Christ is to be able to write thousands of songs and thousands of films about you. And I feel like I feel like a lot of the Disney characters are about me. Now, if I didn't love me, um, I wouldn't want to make so many things about me. I wouldn't have the motivation or the time. I believe I love time traveling, and I don't really like people very much. But I do love myself. And so I feel like my higher self has done so many films and so many songs. Okay, it's all to point to the fact that I'm Christ. Hence, it's helping the world, because once the world knows that I'm Christ, then hopefully the world will see me more as a dumb blonde, see me less as a dumb blonde. Yeah, not yeah, it's complicated. To see me as more than just a dumb blonde, and and then I could change things. I'd love to make English known throughout the whole world, so that the whole world can understand and speak English. That is the word of God. And I don't even know what countries are doing right now. I hope they have been. If you are a world leader and you live in a country, can you please get all your people in the country to speak English, or teach it in schools and stuff like this. Try doing what you can so that people can link to me. Yeah, if that's the case, and I might not even need 10 houses with different languages, because everyone will be able to understand English. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on in other countries, because I haven't, I haven't been feeding things about, I haven't been, I don't know what's, does every school in around the world teach English as a second language? If they're not, it's first. I don't know. I just don't know these things. Um, but yeah, I still don't know what's going to happen with the Big Brother house. On one hand, I feel like it would be cool to have a Wendy house. On the other hand, it would be cool to have like a big Disney princess castle with lots and lots of people in there, and make it something very, very big. Or it could just be like come in two stages. Could just do a first one, which is an opener, where people are allowed to turn against me, and people, people. I want a lot of people to know about me, and I want to do something with my life. But at the same time, I don't want to. People need to be able to follow the singers and celebrities. Why? Because these show all the different sides to me. I can't show all these different sides to me when I'm just lying in a bed or just not doing much, whereas these angels can show lots and lots of different sides to me. Okay, there's a lot of negative sides out there, and I don't really appreciate it, but that's when, the fall of the angels comes. And hopefully people, when they change into their darker names, hopefully people will actually turn to me, and be a bit more realistic about, everything. Um, but yeah, I I don't know how it goes. I don't know the future, which is really annoying. I need to stop saying that because I don't want to not know the future. But that's how everyone is here. No one really knows the future. We can only just guess. Um, and sometimes I'll be right, and sometimes I'll be wrong. But yeah, that's the thing about the angel of the gay community, which he represents a lot of things, including fakeness, including real love towards, well, I guess it's guys because he's a guy, but technically it should be real love towards anyone. So there's a few mixed messages in there.